We've gotten quite a bit of rain over the past couple days. Before that, we had a few inches of snow that melted, and so the ground is nice and saturated. The water is running on the surface, so I thought it might be a good time to talk about karst topography. Here in Nashville, we have karst topography, a pure layer of limestone topped by just a thin layer of soil. If you dig down through the soil around here, it won't be long until you find some rock. Karst topography is characterized by sinkholes that collapse from the top once the stone underneath wears away. It has a lot of disappearing streams. This would be one of those. In the dry season, there's no water in here at all, and as it fills up, it tends to disappear right around here. But as you can see, we're flowing all the way through, and that's because the little pockets and channels and rivers underneath the limestone here have filled up, and it brings this water to the surface. This creek flows down all the way to Shelby Park. It doesn't always run, only in the wet season. Here in Middle Tennessee, we are in a karst topography, and so a lot of this water ends up going underground before it reaches the Cumberland River, which is not too far from here. Always like to see that water running. Peaceful. You can see the water gets more and more underground as it flows down. It finally all soaks right into the ground and reemerges on down the line. Karst topography is also characterized by a lot of springs. Here's one in my neighbor's backyard. If we get heavy rains, it comes right out of the side of the hill here. If you happen to live in this type of a landscape, you should be aware that it's usually associated with high levels of radon coming up from the ground. It's a radioactive gas, and it's the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States. The water constantly shifts underground. It's never the same from one year to the other. So you can see behind my shoulder here what looks like a old stump and a clump of bushes used to be a beautiful mimosa tree, and one year it just up and died. The water around here shifts a lot, and I think it just didn't like whatever situation it had going on. Well, that's a little bit about karst and our topography here on this site. Are you on karst? What are some of the challenges and joys of working with that landscape? Feel free to discuss in the comments below. That's the East Nashville Food Forest for today. We'll see you next time.